It is a time of peril throughout the galaxy. The Sith, led by Darth Sidious and Count Dooku, are about to execute a sinister plan. General Grievous, is the clone blood prepared? Count Dooku asked, commanding. It is, Lord Tyrannus. Extracted from one of the Republic's finest, as you requested. A clone trooper, designated for his strength and loyalty. The blood is here ready for the experiment, Grievous replied, his voice metallic and raspy. Grievous presented a vial of blood. Dooku took it, a cruel smile forming on his face. Excellent, soon we shall have our own weapon, a Sith clone, imbued with the Force. Jek 14, Dooku said menacingly. Meanwhile, at the Jedi Temple, Master Yoda senses a disturbance in the Force. A vision clouds his mind. A clone, a dark presence. Jek 14, I see, Yoda said, concerned. Yoda, sensing the danger, consulted with Mace. The Jedi arrive too late. The Sith are ready. A brutal battle commences. Annihilate them, Count Dooku shouted, aggressively. During the fight, Jek 14 hesitates. He cannot bring himself to harm Yoda. Jek 14, destroy him, Count Dooku shouted, furious. I can't, Jek 14 replied, hesitant. Count Dooku is enraged by Jek 14's defiance. Made with a Jedi crystal, you were. Choose the light side, you still can, Yoda said, with wisdom. Yoda's words resonate with Jek 14. He feels the pull of the light. I don't belong here, Jek 14 said, determined. Jek 14 makes his choice. Using the Force, he creates an opening and flees. Find him. He is a threat, Count Dooku shouted, furious. Jek 14 goes into hiding, evading both the Jedi and the Sith. The Jedi seek to understand Jek 14's potential. He is a danger to the galaxy. We must find him before the Sith do, Mace Windu said, with concern. Deep within the jungle, the Padawans search for a hidden anomaly, a whisper in the Force. I sense a disturbance, a darkness, but also conflict, Ashla said. They find him, Jek 14, a clone born of Sith science, abandoned and alone. He's dormant. But the Force is strong with him, Mari observed. We have to try. The Jedi need his strength, Amethyst insisted. But he's a Sith clone. Can we trust him? Vashti questioned. We have to try, Rocco urged. Mari reaches out with the Force, Merhath awakening the dormant Sith clone. Jedi, what do you want? Jek 14 asked. We need your help. The Sith are growing stronger. We need you to fight with us, Ashla explained. Fight with Jedi? I was created to destroy them, Jek 14 responded. But you don't have to be what they made you. You can choose. Please, the galaxy depends on it, Amethyst pleaded. A conflict rages within Jek 14. The Sith programming, the Republic is under siege. Count Dooku's separatist forces threaten to overwhelm the Jedi, but a glimmer of hope arrives. We're here to turn the tide, Anakin said, determined. Anakin shouts, leading the charge against the droid army. The Jedi are noble, but they need our help. We will support them, Jek 14 said, with seriousness. Jek 14, a clone with a hidden past, has chosen to stand with the Jedi. The Padawans follow him, ready to fight. For the Republic, the Padawan cried, excited. The Padawan cries, deflecting blaster fire. Jek 14 uses the Force to clear a path. So the valiant Jedi think they can stop us? Dooku said, mocking him. Stopped you will be, Yoda replied, his voice full of wisdom. Yoda declares, readying his lightsaber. The Sith Lords ignite their weapons. The battle rages, testing the limits of Jedi and Sith alike. Stay focused, Jek 14 urged, his voice filled. With the Sith forces scattered, the Jedi Temple is experiencing a time of peace and rebuilding. It is strange to see the temple so calm. I am still getting used to this, Jek 14 said thoughtfully. Jek 14 reflects on the battles fought and the role he played in defeating the Sith. Jek 14, we have been discussing your future. Your actions have been instrumental in the Republic's victory, Mace Windu said, with seriousness. Great potential you possess. A path for you we must find, Yoda remarked with wisdom. I am at your service, Masters. I only wish to help, Jek 14 responded respectfully. The Jedi Council discusses Jek 14's unique abilities and the role he could play in the new era. Even with the major battles won, Anakin, we must remain vigilant. The Sith may be scattered, but they are not destroyed, Obi-Wan said cautiously. I know, Master. In the wake of Order 66, the Jedi Temple, once a beacon of hope, stands as a monument to betrayal. Are you certain this is wise, Master Kenobi? Bail Organa asked, concerned. We need those holocrons, Bail. They are the key to the Jedi Order's future, to Luke's training, Obi-Wan Kenobi replied, determined. Bail Organa and Obi-Wan Kenobi, cloaked and hooded, approached the temple's wreckage. The dark side, strong here it is, clouding everything it is, Yoda said, worried. Master Yoda, are you all right? Obi-Wan Kenobi asked, concerned. Disturbance, I sense. A presence familiar yet twisted, Yoda replied, uneasy. Yoda senses a dark presence. Obi-Wan readies his lightsaber. Are you sure this is the right way, Master C-3PO? Vashti asked, hesitantly. According to my calculations, and I am programmed for Jedi protocols now, yes, this hallway leads to the escape pods. At the Jedi Temple, the Padawans get the holocrons. Jek-14, a Sith clone, fights Darth Vader and the 501st Clone Troopers. As the Padawans, Obi-Wan, Yoda, and C-3PO escape with the holocrons to train Luke. Eventually, Jek-14 escapes as well. Luke Skywalker continues his quest for the Jedi holocrons, ancient repositories of Jedi knowledge, hoping to complete his training. This is it. The scanner's never been this active, Luke Skywalker said with determination. Luke ignites his lightsaber, the blue blade illuminating the dark entrance, and cautiously enters. The holocron, Luke Skywalker said, awed. As Luke reaches for the holocron, a holographic image flickers to life, projecting the image of Yoda. Young Skywalker, a grave threat looms. Seek out Jek-14, Yoda's hologram said urgently. Jek-14? Who is that? Luke Skywalker asked, confused. A clone, created with the dark side's essence. Back in the Clone Wars to aid you, Yoda's hologram replied seriously. A Sith clone? Are you sure I can trust him? Luke said, worried. Trust is a path to the light side. Use your feelings to guide you, Yoda's hologram answered with wisdom. This is getting old. Any bright ideas? Han Solo said, sounding annoyed. We're pinned down. There's no way out, Leia replied, frustration evident in her voice. Just when all hope seems lost, a lone figure appears on the horizon. Jek-14, a powerful Sith clone, emerges, his lightsaber a blue streak against the green fields of Naboo. Who is that? Luke asked, confused. I'm here to help you escape, Jek-14 said, his voice gruff. I don't care who he is, I like him. Han Solo exclaimed excitedly. Chewbacca roared in agreement, his Wookiee voice affirming the sentiment. With Jek-14 leading the charge, they managed to break through the Imperial lines. Why are you helping us? You're a clone trooper, Leia asked suspiciously. I am not like the others. I choose my own path. Back in the Clone Wars, Jek-14 said seriously. The rebels are at their base on Mustafar, a lava planet. They are getting ready to find a new base while laying low from the Empire. Han, Chewbacca, and C-3PO are heading to Hoth to prepare it for a new, more secure rebel base. Meanwhile, Jek-14, the Sith clone trooper, is training Luke Skywalker. The rebel fleet, desperate to escape the clutches of the Empire, makes a daring jump into hyperspace. Punch it, Chewie. Let's hope we got far enough ahead of those bucketheads, Han Solo said cockily. But the Empire, led by the relentless Darth Vader, is hot on their trail. They cannot escape us. Prepare to jump to hyperspace. I want those rebels found, Darth Vader said menacingly. Yes, Lord Vader, the Imperial officer replied formally. The rebels arrive near the desolate ice planet of Hoth, hoping to find refuge. This is it. Hoth will be our new base. Secure the perimeter, everyone, Leia announced, commanding. Setting up defensive shields now, Princess, the rebel technician replied efficiently. The rebellion celebrates a hard-won victory on the icy plains of Hoth. To the rebellion, and to those we lost, Luke Skywalker said, his voice full of hope. Luke raises his glass, and the crowd roars in agreement. Amidst the revelry, Jek-14 prepares to depart, his purpose leading him elsewhere. Jek, are you sure about this? We could use you here, Princess Leia asked, concern in her voice. My path lies elsewhere, Princess. I must seek guidance, Jek-14 replied, determined. Jek-14 nodded to Leia, his resolve unwavering. As Jek-14 embarks on his journey, the Empire attempts to block his path. This is Jek-14. I will not be deterred, he said, focused. He engages the TIE fighters, skillfully dodging their laser fire. A thrilling space battle unfolds as Jek-14 maneuvers through a treacherous asteroid field. Almost there, Jek-14 said, his voice strained. With precise flying, Jek-14, a unique clone trooper with a mysterious connection to the Force, arrives on Dagobah, seeking counsel. After assisting the rebellion, Jek-14 seeks out Yoda, his old friend from the Clone Wars. Master Yoda, it is good to see you again, Jek-14 said, bowing slightly. Jek-14, surprised I am to see you here. Trouble you sense? Yoda replied, opening his eyes and regarding the clone trooper intently. The Force. It is clouded, Master. I sense a darkness rising, separate from the Sith, a power twisted and familiar, Jek 14 said, concerned, his voice low. The Sith, always watching, always planning. But something else, you sense? Something new? Yoda responded thoughtfully, stroking his chin with a gnarled hand. Yes, Master, it feels connected to me, to my creation, Jek 14 said, troubled. Jek 14 admitted, a hint of fear in his voice. The Empire searches for the Kyber Saber, a weapon of immense power. Darth Nar, a cunning agent of the dark side, arrives on a remote planet, tasked with its recovery. Almost got this junker running. Just need to reroute the power coupling, Xander said excitedly. Can I help, Xander? Rowan asked, eager to assist. Crystal warned, just... Unbeknownst to them, their lives are about to change forever. Greetings, travelers. I am Jedi Master Nair. I sense a disturbance in the Force here, Darth Nar said, calmly. A Jedi here? What's the disturbance, Master Jedi? Xander asked, surprised. I believe a powerful artifact is hidden on this planet. I sense a strong connection to it within the boy, Darth Nar stated, her tone manipulative. Crystal looked on, suspicious. Nar's deception begins. She seeks to exploit Rowan's Force sensitivity to locate the Kyber Saber. The three siblings barely escape Darth Nara's clutches. Are we clear yet, Rowan? Cordy asked anxiously. Almost. Her ship is still on our tail, Rowan replied, determined. Well, I say punch it, Xander exclaimed excitedly. Their escape was not without consequence, as their ship crash lands on an unknown planet. Great landing, Rowan. Really smooth, Cordy said with sarcasm in her voice. Rowan replied defensively. Hey, we're alive, aren't we? Xander joked jovially. Anyone see a gift shop? I need a t-shirt that says, I survived a crash landing. From the wreckage, a figure appears. You are strong with the Force. I am Jek 14. I will train you, Rowan Freemaker, Jek 14 said seriously. Train me? Who are you? Rowan asked, confused. A relic of a forgotten war, but your training must begin, Jek 14 replied solemnly. Days turn into weeks as Jek 14 begins Rowan's belt. Jek 14 won the respect of the droids of the junkyard world of Zo and became their natural leader. His compassion led him to train Rowan Freemaker in the ways of the Force after learning that the boy had been manipulated by the Sith agent Nar. Jek taught Rowan that the dark side was used to destroy, while the light side was used to protect and build. Jek 14 was selfless enough to risk his own life holding off Nar while the Freemakers escape. As the maker of Zo, Jek 14 used the Force to transform pieces of junk into beautiful hexagonal art structures. He was also able to use the Force to build a speeder bike and other vehicles out of junk. While a formidable fight, Jek 14 was unable to match the dark side powers of Nare, who used the Force to bury him under a mountain of junk.